What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss this Saturday's fight between Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira, UFC 323. But guys, before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly and help the channel grow. All right, guys, getting right into it. We got a fun one, right? Former champion Brandon Moreno taking on the up-and-coming rising star Tatsuro Taira in a fight where, it's really, is Taira ready for that next step towards title contention? The UFC, they keep trying to push this kid. He's good as fuck, right? Really good everywhere. He has the ability to finish fights, a relentless grappling approach, smothers his opponents, right? But then you got Brandon Moreno, who is, the ability to mix things up, push the pace, the definition of a mixed martial artist, good everywhere, good striking, good jiu-jitsu, good wrestling, confident. The times where he has lost recently, it's like he just kind of lets the fight get away from him, takes rounds off when he thinks he's ahead, lets the fight go to the judges, which isn't always the fucking right decision. But a guy who, really still could be champion right now. Still could be the champion right now. And it's, I think a lot to do with up here. And a guy who honestly can just do everything so fucking good. He's had to switch camps, switch coaches. He went from his original camp in Mexico. Then he was with James Krause for a bit, but then the James Krause situation happened, so he had to leave that gym. So he's, had a little bit of hot potato when it comes to having his camps and his coaches and his teams. But really is a true fucking champion. Brandon Moreno, I'm such a fan of. I'm always going to be biased with him. It's hard to pick against him. But even though, just looking at Brandon with an unbiased eye, against Taira, I still think he's going to go out there and get the dub. I think that he's just, maybe Taira will have, a dominating first round, get the fight to the ground, but I can see Brandon Moreno just hanging in tough. I can see him just having good enough scrambles, enough strength to maybe get himself back to the feet. And as we see the fight go on rounds 2 and 3, we'll just see Brandon Moreno start picking Taira apart in the areas on the feet where he just kind of has those holes, where he just isn't really fully developed yet. But who knows? Taira can, finally blossom into the star that the UFC wants him to be right in front of our eyes. And it could be against a guy, a former champion like Brandon Moreno. But I just don't think that's going to be the case. I got Brandon in this fight. I think he is that dude. I think he is that good. And I just think that, if he just goes out there and pushes the pace the full 15 minutes, he's going to get his hand raised against Tatsuro Taira, UFC 323. Guys, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Who do you guys have in this fight? Do you guys have Tatsuro? Do you guys have Moreno? Why can't I fucking speak? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on the matter. That's going to do it for today, guys. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.